Good evening, everybody. This is a Devar Torah brought to you from TorahAnyTime.com, from Magen David Shul in Los Angeles. This week we're coming up to Purim, and there's a mitzvah that every man and woman, Bezrat Hashem, is going to be hearing the story of Amalek. Parshat Zachor is this Shabbat. And the Torah reminds us and tells us, Zachor, we need to remember what Amalek did to us. Lo tishkach, don't forget. And we know it's a biblical mitzvah to come and hear the story of Amalek. And the question is, many enemies of the Jewish people did bad things to us, fought against us, Bar Minan, killed us. We've been through pogroms, we've been through inquisitions, and we don't see anywhere in the Torah to remember what they did to you. And there's a special biblical mitzvah to remember them. But purposely, when it comes to Amalek, the Torah says, remember, don't forget. And we have to read it, we have to come to shul to listen to it. What was unique, if we can use that word, about Amalek, that is so important to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to Hashem, that we have to remember Amalek and not forget what he did to us? And the answer is, it was the timing when Amalek came to fight against us. If we go back a few weeks ago, the Jewish people, when we were left Egypt, we witnessed all the 10 plagues, and then we came to the highlight, which was the splitting of the sea. And at that time, the whole world was in awe and said, wow, look at this nation, the Jewish people. Look what their God did for them. They crossed the sea. He split the sea for them. He saved them from the Egyptians. At that time, everybody was scared, was nervous to even try and fight against Am Yisrael, to fight against the Jewish people. At that time, nobody wanted to dare to start with us. Everybody was amazed to see the miracles that HaKadosh Baruch Hu had performed for us. Purposely at that time, Amalek said, I'm going to start a war with Am Yisrael. Even though he knew he was going to lose. That wasn't his point. He purposely started the war with us when we left Egypt, when everybody was scared and was in awe and amazed to see this. He says, no, I'm going to start a war with them. His purpose was one thing: to cool the passion down, to cool the enthusiasm that everyone had. Everybody saw the hand of Hashem. And Amalek said, no, it's just another nation. Whatever happened, it was not really a miracle. It was natural occurrences, and so on. Amalek had one intention: to take the enthusiasm that Am Yisrael had, that everybody had, the passion we had for Torah and Mitzvot, the passion we had for God, the passion we had to keep the commandments. And he said, just let's cool it down. That's what his whole intention was. So it wasn't like anybody else who fought a war with Am Yisrael. This was a war with Hashem. Milchama ba'amalek ba'Hashem dor dor. This war was against Hashem, to cool down the passion that we had for Torah and Mitzvot. That was the whole point of Amalek's war against us. And this HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, we have to remember, we cannot forget. Amalek comes in disguise to us in every single generation. Bechol dor vador. In every generation, there are people who want to kill us physically. That's the Amalek in every generation. But also spiritually too. Many, many times, people who are not so religious, and they go to seminars, and they go to different places, and they come out and they say, wow, Torah is from heaven. Torah min hashamayim. The God is our God. This is true. The Torah is fabulous. And they take on themselves, they want to keep kashrut. They come home so excited. They can say, okay, we heard the beautiful speech now. We're going to keep kosher. We're going to send our kids to a Jewish school. We're going to do, and we're going to take on so many beautiful mitzvot. And they come home from the seminar excited about it. But the war starts when they come home. When they come home, suddenly the neighbors see them and say, what are you doing? You're suddenly keeping kosher? What are you, a fanatic? You're suddenly covering your head? What, somebody passed away in the family? You know? And then, this is exactly the war of Amalek. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the war that we have to be careful about. Amalek tries to cool us down, cool our passion down. Say over a story of a person who went to a certain Rebbe, and he gets there on Erev Shabbat, and he sees that the Rebbe does everything with such a passion, with such an excitement. He makes brachot with excitement, loud and clear. He does everything so beautifully. So this person also happened to put away some money before Shabbat that he had. He gave it to the rabbi's wife to look after him for Shabbat. So he says to the rabbi's wife, tell me, does your husband always do the blessings and the kiddush and the hamotzi with such a passion and such? He says, of course. She says, I don't understand it. Can't he just do it normally, regularly, calmly? He says, no. After Shabbat, the man goes to the wife and says, "Can I have my money back, please?" So the wife of the rabbi says, "What money?" So he says, "What do you mean? I gave you my money." He says, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he starts screaming. And he says, "What do you mean?" So the woman says to the husband, "I'm only joking. Don't worry, I have your money. I'm just trying to prove a point to you. You see, my husband, when he says the brachot and he blesses Hashem and he does the tefillot, he loves Hashem so much. He knows what every word is. He feels connected to Hashem. That's why he does it with such a passion. When you feel something is important to you, you also scream. You also shout. And money for you is important. So now you're screaming, "Where's your money?" That's exactly what my husband is. For him, his life is Torah. His life is mitzvot. That's what's important to him. We have to take this Shabbat when we read Amalek, the week before Purim. Haman comes from the descendant of Amalek. We have to realize not to let those people calm us down and cool our passion for the Torah we have. Purim is a time when we're going to celebrate this week that Am Yisrael accepted the Torah one more time with love, with such a passion. We came together, united one another. Am Yisrael was all beautifully, had such achdut, united together. Let's take this lesson of Purim, B'ezrat Hashem, and let's take this lesson to be united one more time, to have love for the Torah, love for the mitzvot, but with a passion, with a simcha, with a joy. So when our children see that we keep the Torah with such a happiness and such a joy, they're going to remember this for the rest of their lives. Nothing can detach them and disconnect them from the Torah if we keep it with passion and love and excitement all the time. Thank you very much. Have a great day.